uh, the ultimate goal in life actually, to together practice bhajan, Krishna Katha. This is the best thing we can be. Because life is not easy for anybody, right? I was thinking, Prabhuji, Mataji, the little child playing, and all of you. Everybody in our life we have problems. But when we come to such a wonderful chanting, we can let all our problems fly away and take shelter of the holy name of the Lord. And that is the only solution actually to all of our problems. But before we begin, we beg for the previous Acharya's blessings. Om Akyanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhannitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Nami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhayeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jayatam Surato Pangur Mama Manda Matirgati Matsarvasya Padam Bhojo Shri Shri Radha Madana Mohano Dipyad Vrindaranna Kalpadramada Srimat Ratnangara Singhasanasto Srimat Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishtali Bhisebhya Manasmarani Shriman Rasa Rasarambhi Vamsi Bata Tatasthita Karshan Venu Suner Gopi Gopinatha Shriyastunaha Anarvita Charim Chirat Karunaya Vatirna Kalau Samarpaitam Unnato Uchchalarasam Sabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundaradduti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Sprathova Shachinandano. Om Namah Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jas Tejase Abir Bhava Vajranakha Vajradramshta Karma Shayan Randraya Tamo Krasa Abhayam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shram Nilachale Nivasaya Nitaya Paramatmane Balabhatram Subhatram Jagannathaya Namo Namaha. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauradaya Puspavanto Chitra Shando Tamonado Mukham Karati Vachalam Vangam Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna, I seek all of your blessings so that I can speak something inspiring, pleasing to their Lordships and inspiring to all of you. So, tomorrow is Gaur Purnima and this is a very, very special day. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that Madhavatiti Bhakti Janani Chatane Palana Kari. So, Madhavatiti means Madhav's Tithi. So, it's the special days, appearance day of their Lordships, like Gaur Purnima, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Nityananda Trayodasi. So these are Madhav Tithi, Ekadasi. So it has special discount, mercy on sale. So with a little endeavor, we can gain a lot. And that's our hope. So we should take these days very seriously. Otherwise, whatever, it will look like a normal day only. And it will go away. It will look like another Sunday. But it is not another Sunday. It is Gaur Purnima. It is the appearance day of Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So we have to prepare. Just like a very special day, your marriage, so you prepare, right? Your son's birthday is coming, you prepare. It's not that just you pass it like another day. So these days when we celebrate, what is the benefit? Madhava Tithi. Benefit is Bhakti Janani. It can give birth to Bhakti. So in this world, we are all suffering with different problems. And the real solution is to take Bhakti. But unfortunately, we do not have taste for Bhakti. We do not have taste for chanting. We do not have taste for Seva. We have taste for money. But that only creates more and more problems. So we have so many other different tastes. But when it comes to devotion, it becomes very less. But these days, if we carefully observe, Madhavatiti Bhakti Janani Chatane Palana Kari, very carefully if you observe, then Bhakti Janani, it can give birth to Bhakti. It can give birth to taste for chanting, taste for hearing, and that is actually our solution. We all can feel the difference. Just a moment back, we are all chanting. We felt uplifted, isn't it? So, this is the real solution. With a little intelligence, we can understand. So, this bhakti we have to get. That is the real wealth we are after. Everyone is working hard in this world. Why, you know? Do you know why somebody is working so hard? For what? Do you have any answer? Anybody wants to tell? Huh?
To complete our desire.
To complete our desire. Anybody else? To happiness. We have to complete our desire to be happy.
Yes.
Fulfilling that desire will be happy. So, but the real happiness, eternal happiness, that non-stop, stay high forever, that is in bhakti. Other happiness comes and goes. Quite often it can turn into misery also. Hare Krishna. So, this morning in the Bhagavatam class, there's a story that is discussed. So I'll begin like that. And after that, we'll discuss the 5 impacts of Lord Gauranga in our lives. Or at least we want to have that impact. Right? All of you are able to see the slide, right? Go a little back. Okay. So, this is the 5 ways we want to be impacted. And if we desire, we'll be impacted by Lord Gauranga. These are the 5 ways Mahaprabhu is giving his mercy. So we'll discuss those 5 ways. But before that, there is a small story I want to discuss, which was also discussed today morning in the Bhagavatam class in temple. So, there was a monkey, and this monkey had a friend, crocodile. So the monkey used to sit in a tree branch and converse with the crocodile. So they developed some friendship. Just like, sometime in work or different places, we develop many friendships. So, but one thing is, the crocodile, they are bloodthirsty, right? This crocodile was little innocent kind, so he developed friendship, and their friendship went deep. But one day he discussed with his wife And then the wife said, that you have a friend, monkey, and especially the monkey's heart is very sweet. Why don't you just get him? They said, how? And why? No, I don't want. But his wife convinced, no, don't go after these foolish things. Just get him and we can enjoy lunch. Just invite him for lunch. Say that you're such a good friend. Just we'll take you for a ride and we'll take you for a lunch. So okay. So following the command of the wife, this crocodile goes. So and proposes to the monkey. Said, my dear friend, we want to have lunch together today. Today is something special. Wife's birthday or something. So anyway. So after crocodile was surprised, but then he said, okay, after all, good friends, so let's go. So he yielded. He gave in. So this person, monkey, jumped on the back of the crocodile and they sailed. And after some time, this monkey asked some questions. So what is the special occasion today? They said that, my wife, she is very eager to meet you. And we have heard that, the monkeys have very good hearts. So he got the message. He did not directly fully tell, but he was intelligent, he understood. Immediately the monkey tells, oh, you should have told me before. I left my heart in the tree, bunch, it is hanging there. So, why don't we, so if you wanted that, you should have told me before. So let's go, let me grab it and then we'll come. So the crocodile went back. As soon as he came to the tree, monkey jumped and went. So this story was told by Srila Prabhupada. So it tells that all of us, we are into so many things, right? We'll be doing so many things. And that only makes our life more complicated and implicated, right? Didn't we have experience that we thought, okay, this is going to give me great happiness. But, oh my God, I find that I'm so greatly implicated. After certain years, once the event happens, we discover ourselves into a great pool of complications and implications. This is the nature of this material world. Whatever we touch, it's like in a spider web. Have you seen a fly jumping into spider web? The more it tries to on a flip-flop, the more it gets sucked into the spider net. So which tells that actually we have only spiritual solution to our material problems. We solve one problem, another problem comes. So like this monkey, the moral of the story is like this monkey, we should keep our heart at Krishna's lotus feet. We can be doing so many things. But if we have this kavach, this protection of keeping our heart at the lotus feet of the Lord, meaning keeping our heart in these 5 things that I'm going to discuss. So if we put our heart into these 5 things, we'll not be implicated, we'll stay aloof. Like a lotus born in a mud, but it stays aloof from the mud. So if you know these 5 principles, which is Lord Gauranga's mercy, in this 5 ways, if we take this seriously in our life, at least little bit of that regularly if we try to practice, we can stay away from the complications and the implications of this world. We cannot get away because we have to deal with this world. And the more we deal, the more we'll be implicated. But the solution Krishna gives is these 5 principles. Especially these are more important because just like a teacher, you've seen the small babies when they teach, they write A till A, he writes A, B, C. Does the teacher not know what is ABC? Does he know or not? He knows. Why is he writing? Teacher doesn't know ABC? Okay, so why is he writing? Kids, can you answer? Yeah.
He's writing because if the teacher writes, then the students can learn.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Correct. So Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years back. But he saw people having difficulty following. So he comes as his own devotee, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to teach how to practice devotion. So from his life we can learn how to practice devotion. And it is also mentioned in the Shastras that Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32 it says, Krishna Varnam Tosa Krishna Sangha Pangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtana Praye Chajanti Sumedasa. Says Krishna himself, his mouth, Varnam, he is always uttering the name of Krishna. He always say Krishna, 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 Krishna. Please everyone say Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Varnam Tasa Krishna Sangha Pangastra Parshadam. So you have Sangha and Upanga. This is the Panchatattva. So they will have devotees, right? Sangha Upanga Parshadam. So that is his Astra. Yagnai Sankirtana Praye. And the intelligent people will perform the Sankirtana Yagya. Jajanti Sumedhasa. Sumedhasa. Those who have Medha, intelligence, they will worship with this Yagna, Sankirtana Yagna. So advent of Mahaprabhu is described. And what is the benefit of worshipping Lord Gauranga? So the next sloka, 11.5.33, it says, Dheyam paribhavagnam avishtadoham tirthaspadam siva virinchinatam sarannam Vrittartiham pranatapala bhavabhipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanarabindam. Dhyam, if we do dhyan, meditate, sada, the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga. Dhyam sada, Mahapurushate Charanarabindam. Very easy Sanskrit, everybody can understand. Mahapurush is the Mahapurush, Charanarabinda, the lotus feet. Dhyam sada, if we meditate, what happens? Paribhavagnam, that paribhav, the suffering of this world. Avishtadoham, that paribhav becomes destroyed. The suffering of this world get destroyed. We are trying for so many solutions, so hard to be happy, but we are not getting it. It just always seems just there, but just not there. But when you do this, the paribhava become destroyed. Not only that, avishtadoham, we become nourished. We become satisfied. Tirthas padam, his lotus feet, is the culmination of all the tirthas. And Shiva Virinchinutam, even Shiva and Virinchi, the Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma worships. Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravinda. And the benefit of taking Krishna's holy name, especially Lord Gauranga's holy name, is that we immediately are imbued with the love of Godhead. That is the benefit of chanting Lord Gauranga's name. That is why before chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we chant the Panchatattva mantra. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vaishnava. Narottam Das Thakur said, Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite nayane bhavanira. So whoever chants Gauranga, 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 then what will happen? Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira. Full of ecstasy, in love of God, ecstasy. That's the benefit of taking Gauranga's name. Because he is full of mercy. His always tears is flowing from his eyes. Because he is in the compassionate mode. Gauranga balite have pula kasharira. Hari Hari balite nayana bhavanira. Then one will chant Hari, 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 and he'll cry in ecstasy. That is the benefit of taking Gauranga's name. So,
who is not Gauranga? I mean, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gauranga. I don't think.
okay. Sorry. Thank you. So, Gauranga is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So, Gaura means golden, Anga means body. So, Chaitanya is his name after sannyas. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, his spiritual master gave him the name after the sannyas. So, what it means is Chaitanya is consciousness, Sri Krishna. So that's why our movement name is also Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya means consciousness. So Lord Chaitanya is Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is Gauranga, is the same thing. Gauranga. And how is that? Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna wanted to taste the love of devotees and supreme devotees, Radharani. So he wanted to taste. Just like it said that sugar doesn't know its own sweetness. Like Rasgulla doesn't know its own sweetness. Who eats, he knows. If Murti Prabhu eats, he will know how sweet is Rasgulla. So Krishna considered, why they are enjoying so much? With my love. So I have to come as a devotee. Then only I can taste. Right? So Krishna came as Radharani's mood and he took the body color of Radharani. That's why Krishna Varna Trisha Krishna, that is not in the color of Krishna because it took Radharani's color. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Saktir Asman Ekatmanapi Bhubi Pura Deha Vedam Toto Chaitanyakhyam Prakatamatuna Tadvayam Chaitanyaptam Radha Krishna Sagulitam Navmi Krishna Sagukam. So Radha plus Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Saktir Asman. Radharani is Ladini Sakti of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu came in this mood. And Radharani is very merciful. Radharani is very merciful. That is her nature. Karuna, Kurumai, Karuna Bharite. He is Karuna. Just like mother is more merciful than the father, right? She is more Karuna. Father is more strict. So, when Krishna comes in this form of Radharani, taking the mood and the bodily color, then he is into more merciful. He doesn't consider who is qualified, who is not qualified. He just mood of Karuna. And that is our hope. The Karuna of Radharani, because in Kali Yuga, more or less everyone is disqualified. Because it says in Bhagavatam, Prayana alpa ayusa sabha kalo asmin yuga jana mandas manda mataya manda bhakti putrata. What is the characteristic of Kali Yuga people? Prayana alpa ayus. Very short life. Very short life. Just last Saturday, one Mataji left her body in cancer. Kunja Shivika Mataji. She was only 52. Can you imagine? 52. Is that a time to live? And so many of our relatives, we know, right? He is living. Early death is very common nowadays. This is the characteristic of Kali Yuga. It's happening right in front of us. So let's not close our eyes. It is told in Shastra, Prayana alpa ayusasabha kalu asmin yugajana manda sumanda matayo. They'll be spiritually lazy, materially very active, but spiritually very lazy. This is the characteristic. Manda sumanda matayo, manda bhaga. They'll be misfortune, misguided. They'll have no knowledge on spirituality. Spirituality means they'll be misguided to something else. Think yourself God or worship a stone, this wall curtain as God. Anything will be taken as religion. So it said, Kali Kale Dharma Mate Jaha Kichu Chale Sab Kichu Paripurna Chale. Everything is like a fake thing. Most of the things. And Upadrita. That is why there will be Upadrita. They will be disturbed always. Shooting, suicide, divorce. Technical advancement is increasing. This is also advancing. What is advancement? So we can really understand the real advancement is to really come down. reduce the fever. Human body is actually not meant for running very fast, It's meant to slow down and think who we are. What is our real nature? Just yesterday I was reading Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada was mentioning human body is not meant for working like cats and dogs. It has a higher purpose. This is a laptop. Can't use it as a door stopper, right? You can use a stone. So human body is very sophisticated. It is meant for higher purpose. What is the higher purpose? To resolve our original nature. Our identity is not resolved. That's why you are upadrita, disturbed. Our Jivar Swarupaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, is Krishna Nityadas, we are eternal servant of the Lord. So till we serve, we will not be satisfied. So Chaitanya Chaitamrita Adilila, it says another benediction of benefit of following Lord Gauranga, taking shelter. 14.1 it says, CC Adi 14.1 Kathanchana smrite asmin Duskaram sukaram bhavet Vismrite viparitam shad Sri Chaitanya namamitam. So if you remember Lord Gauranga, then what will happen? Kathanchana smrite asmin Duskaram, difficult thing, sukaram bhavet, become very easy. We all want that, right? Vismrite viparitam shad, very easy Sanskrit. Vismrite, if you forget that, viparit, opposite will happen. Even small thing will become very difficult. That's why I say any big fight starts with very small thing. I was surprised. Actually, 2 days, around a month back, I was talking to one person. So he's going through a separation. It all started with a small thing. I was wondering, but this is the solution. This is the solution. So you want the big thing to be small, right? So this is the benediction told in Shastra. Okay, I'll jump into that. But before that, this one more thing I really cannot help but mentioning that Sri Adilila 2.1 says, Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Balapi Tat Anugrahat Tare Nana Mata Graha Baptam Siddhanta Sagaram. Graha means crocodile. So, Siddhanta Sagar. Like quite often we get confused. So many opinions are floating around. So, Baptam Siddhanta Sagar, it looks like an ocean. So, it is difficult to cross this. And in that, different matas are like crocodile, graha. They'll eat us up. Because they can deviate us. Exit. Take this exit, drink this beer and you'll be happy. Take exit. So all these matas are like that. Crocodile, they can eat our life away. But Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Bande, if somebody worships Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balapi, even a small kid like Gopal worships Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is already worshipping. Balapi tad anugrahat. When one gets the kripa of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then Tarennana Matagraha, he can swim across this ocean of different matas. Vaktam Siddhanta Sagaram. So that is the benediction. Even a child can cross over the ocean. So don't we want to take that benefit? So, even in Vishnu Sahasranam, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Advent is predicted. Suvarna Varna Hemanga Barangas Chandanangadi Shannashakrit Shamashanto Nishtha Shanti Parayana. Vishnu Sahasranam it is mentioned. He will be Suvarna Varna Hemanga, Hema Anga, golden form. Barangas Chandanangadi, he will be with Chandan, his whole body will be covered. Sannyasa Krit Shamashanta, he will take sannyas and will do Kricha Sadhan, will do austerity. Nishtha Shanti Parayana, and he will be peaceful. Nishtha, and he will give Shanti to everyone. So it is a tradition. You can repeat with me before we begin Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Katha. There is a small verse in Chaitanya Chaitanya that we all chant. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Okay. So let's discuss these 5 things that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually gave us. And in our day-to-day life, if we can practice these 5 things, so all the different, there are 64 limbs in devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave it very simple. He said, out of these 64 items, these 5 items are most important. And it is so important that if somebody can practice even one of these, he can achieve perfection in life. What to speak of if we can practice everything of it. So let us try to little bit regularly practice each and every of these 5 items. First item is Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is the devotee association, just like what you have here regularly. What we have in temple every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. So, Sadhu Sangha, just like in freeway, when you drive, right? Quite often, especially if you drive in Mangalati time, early in the morning, they put a sign that put on the safety belt, right? And that can save our life actually. Even if accident happens, safety belt actually holds you to the seat. You won't jump out of the car and crash your head and all that. So Sadhu Sangha acts like a safety belt. Because otherwise what happens? Even without our knowledge, we can slowly be deviated and can be totally a materialistic person. It is possible. Even from the highest stage of bhava, one can be deviated. That is why in Srimad Bhagavatam, the story comes of Bharat Maharaj. So Bharat Maharaj, he gave up everything, but he got attached to a deer. He wanted to, so one day what happened? One deer jumped. And that deer, when he jumped, she gave birth to a baby deer. And then one lion actually roared. So then Bharat Maharaj was thinking, here is a person at Bhava stage. So he is thinking, now who will give shelter to this deer? So then he takes care of the deer, but he becomes very attached. So there is no problem serving, but if our attachment goes away from Krishna, there is a big problem. So you see how deviation takes place. Because Bharat Maharaj did not have any association. He went alone. If somebody was there, Murthy Prabhu was there, he would have said, Prabhu, Bharat Prabhu, why you are spending less time on bhajan, more time on deer? At least spend equal, at least more. Right? So there was nobody to tell. We need people to tell us. We need people to connect us. We need people to inspire us. Don't you think so? We all badly need it. We badly need devotee association. So Bharat Maharaj, what happened? This deer would come, would lick his body. So when the last moment came, he was thinking about the deer. And Krishna tells that whatever anta kale chamameva smaran mukta kalevaram yatri samad bhavam tajate ante kalevaram. Whatever you think at the time of leaving the body, you are going to get that. And what you will think in the last moment? What you have been thinking the whole life, that is what you will be thinking. No miracle is going to happen. So you have to practice before. It's like an exam. Student who roams around having fun, popcorn, this and that, not studying. suddenly is not going to score a very good score at the end. Somebody regularly studies. That's why success means consistency. It's not like the firecracker. One day you do so much, less day you forget. That's not going to help that much. Consistency. That's why people see who are successful, they're consistent in their practice. So, sadhu sangha is so important. But sadhu sangha is also not easy. Because after a few days, we start to see, oh, this person has this shortcoming, okay, this person has that limitation, and why is he, and so many other things, considerations come into picture. So basically, what we have to do is, after some time, we have to learn this ability to tolerate. We have to be tolerant. Otherwise, we cannot survive in sadhu sangha. Right? So that is the inevitable part. We have to see good in each other. Otherwise, we cannot sustain a sadhu sangha. Any sangha for that matter. That is why you'll see after a few days people just take part, right? They go away. So sadhu sangha that is why so important. In Srimad Bhagavatam it says, Satam prasangan mama virya samvita bhavanti ritkarna rasayana katha tajyosanadasva pavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. So what happens in sadhu sangha? Satam prasangan mama virya samvita. In sadhu sangha we don't come and discuss what is the stock price, how much it went up and down today, what is the net loss, who is going to come presidency next year, right? That's not the main part of discussion. What we discuss? Sat, truth. That is the Lord. In this world, everything will lose, but three things will remain same. We, as eternal living entity, and the Lord, and our relation with the Lord. This triangle will be constant. It is not going to change. Everything else surrounding us will change. So Satam Prasangan, when we come in devotee association, what happens? Mama Birya Samvita. Mama, Krishna is telling, my Birya. We discuss Krishna Katha. And Bhavanti Ritkarna Rasayana Katha. So this Rasayana, this Krishna's wonderful Katha we discuss. Tajjoshanad Ashva Apavarga Vartmani. And what is the benediction? Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti, Anukramashati. Three things will automatically increase. Shraddha, our faith. If we come with 10-cent faith, we'll become $1. That is the success of satsanga. So Shraddha will increase, our Shraddha. And Rati, our taste will increase. If we come with 1% taste, we'll go with 3% taste. Why? Because even if one person, how a person becomes drunkard? First day he doesn't become drunkard or the smoker. But he sits with those people drinking. Who are drinking and they say, try one peg, it's after all not so harmful, it is healthy for your body also by the way. So they give many logics. It's healthy and it is vegetarian also. It's only juice, right? Fruit juice. Vegan. Yeah, true. So try it out. Similarly, when you come in devotee association, they will try out drinking the holy name. Try to chant. Same thing. So Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti increases. Anukramashati slowly increases. That is the benefit of satsang. But satsang, we have to be tolerant. It teaches us to develop good qualities. Just if we just come and put ourselves into satsang, things automatically happen. Just like a dry leaf, fall season. It goes here and there, but when it falls in a creek, here in US Creek, but in India River. If it falls, what happens? It slowly reaches the destination, the ocean. All it has to do is fall into the river. Otherwise, it just roams here, there, here. It doesn't reach the destination. So if you have to just automatically flow, all you have to do is regularly attend satsang. That's all. So that is number one. So one time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shivasa's home. First one. So in Shivasa's home, there was a festival going on where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very rare occasion, he expressed himself as Supreme Person of Godhead. So there Maha Abhishek, 21-hour Abhishek was going on. And there everyone was doing Abhishek, big devotees. But there was one maid servant, his name was Dukhi. He would come and he would fill this clay pot of water from Ganga, he would fill and he would keep there. So this big Mahants will come to collect the water and put on the lordships. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Antarjami, he is Super Soul. He knows everything. He said, who was that who was supplying the water? He asked this question after that ceremony. So, to advance in bhakti, we have to impress Krishna who is inside us, not impress people outside us. That is not the goal. Many times, to impress people outside us, when surrounding, we don't impress Krishna inside us. And Krishna is impressed by our attitude. What is the intention? Not what external activity I am doing. Krishna tastes the intention. That is why he skipped Duryodhana's Rajbhog offering that he was doing. Big offering he made. But it was without bereft of bhakti, bereft of love. And Saga Vidura Ghara Khala. He took sak or banana peels, the to peel of banana in the house of Vidur. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, who was the person who was supplying water? He said, this maid servant, her name is Dukhi. Dukhi means miserable. People used to keep the name Dukhi because so that even no other misfortune happens. It's already Dukhi, so don't touch it. But Lord Gauranga said, no, this name doesn't suit in my heart. From today, so very rare occasion Mahaprabhu initiated. You will not hear anybody he initiated. Hardly one or two or three people. So Dukhi was one. He said, from today, her name is Sukhi. And Mahaprabhu gave the complete ecstasy, the wealth of spiritual world, he gave to Dukhi, the simple maid servant. So that is the benefit of satsang. When we endeavor to cultivate the proper attitude, we endeavor the attitude to serve. So the goal of Krishna consciousness is to become servant of Krishna, servant of devotees. Not to become a scholar, not to impress people, not to give $1,000 lecture. Yeah, as a service we can do, but if it is bereft of that love, that vow, then that's not the goal. So goal is to become servant of the servant of the servant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told this, Gopi Bhartur Pada Kamalar Das 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 Anudas. That is the goal. In this world we think servant is very low class thing. But in spiritual world it is a very high class thing. Proof? Krishna himself. Look at the picture of Bhagavad Gita. Wherever it is. First Bhagavad Gita, if you see, what is Krishna doing? He is serving Arjuna. Krishna himself wants to become servant. What bigger example do you need? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself would wash the clothes of these devotees. Because we have a misconception. In this world, usually servants are exploited. That is why. But in spiritual world, servant means it's a sweet surrender. It's a loving reciprocation. To the extent that Krishna himself wants to serve. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this highest benediction. So this is the first Sadhu Sangha. So let us regularly do the Sadhu Sangha. Let us not miss. Because it is a big danger. Outside world is very dangerous. It will slowly, bit by bit, pull away. It said that Maya asks only for 1 second. That's it. Not more than that. But then decades go. It just only 1 second it asks. So we have to be careful. This Sadhu Sangha reminds us what is the real truth in life. The real truth in life is that we are Atma. We are not this body. This body was not there 60 years back, 50 years back. It will not be there after 50 years. Of course, those who are child, for them maybe 100 years. Let's say 100 years back it was not there, this body. Something else was there. After 100 years, this body will not be there. What is the truth then? Truth is this. Mahaprabhu is telling, Jiver Swarup, our real identity is Krishna Nityadas, we are servant of Krishna. So we learn how to serve in devotee association. How to serve. Next. So second is Nam Seva. Out of the 5, this is the most important. This is the most important. Name Ruchi, the holy name, Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So Mahaprabhu came to deliver this most important thing. It is like a zip file. Everything is, all the highest ecstasies, conclusions are there in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will slowly unzip. It says in Padma Puran, it says that Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Abhinattam Nama Namina. It is Chintamani, touchstone. Just like touchstone, if you touch, become gold. Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when you chant, Nama Chintamani, whatever in our heart become gold. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Abhinattam. It is not different from the Lord. That is why when we chant, it purifies us. So this Gaur Purnima is a great opportunity for us. Let us not miss this. Would you like to miss $1 billion deal? No, right? Tomorrow is that $1 billion deal. Let us take a vow. Let us take a sankalpa. That from this Gaur Purnima, I'm going to chant better rounds. I'm going to, those who have not started chanting, at least I'll be starting chanting. Either you can chant on beats or you can chant in hand also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We have extra beats.
Yeah, you can take beats also. She said, please, and I beg you, this is why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So please don't miss. This is a great opportunity. He came to give the highest thing to the lowest, most unqualified people. Usually the coaching classes, they will take, there's a brilliant tutorials in India. They will take only brilliant people. And then the first score, 7th score, 10th score, all that. Is there any organization who will take all the failed people and take to the 10th score? No. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, they delivered Jagai Matai. So many fallen people, dacoits, this person, that person, unqualified people. All they have to do is accept the mercy. So let us accept Mahaprabhu's mercy. It's full of mercy. Preme matta nityananda kripaya avatar uttama adhama kichu na kare vichar. Preme matta nityananda kripaya avatar uttama adhama kichu na kare vichar. Preme matta nityananda kripaya avatar uttama adhama kichu na kare Krishna. So they are preme matta, unmatta, means they are themselves mad in ecstasy, love of Godhead. If somebody is intoxicated, he doesn't see any qualification of the front person. You ask money, he will give. Similarly, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, they don't discriminate, he is qualified or unqualified. They give the highest mercy. That's why Rupa Goswami said, Namo Mahabadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurati Salma. It is Mahabadanna, you are magnanimous. So this is our hope. Because Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Je yathamam prapaddante tams tathaiva bhajamam mama vartvanu vartante manusya partha sarvasa. As you surrender, I reward you. It's like, no, judge. How much you have done, that much I will give you. Krishna tells also in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braja. Aham tam sarva papibha mokshanashyami masucha. You surrender. But Mahaprabhu doesn't see any qualification or disqualification. He is full of mercy. Mercy is above justice. And that is where our hope lies. Because if we look for justice, we have no chance. We have no chance. We have no chance. Only mercy can save us. So the more we realize our fallen condition, the more there is chance that will be delivered. The more mercy will come. If it is not chance, guaranteed, mercy will come. The more we think, okay, I know everything. I have born in an aristocratic family, great family, in India, and I know everything. So you pass. You don't get the mercy, you miss it. That is how many proud, learned scholars, so many high-born people missed the mercy of Gaur Nitai. But many fallen people were delivered. We want Krishna praying. Our goal is not that we become big pandit or big knowledgeable person or big wealthy person. That's not the goal of life. So Kunti Maharani also says that Janma Aishwarya Shuta Shrivir Eda Mana Madah Puman Naiva Dhatya Vidhatam by Tam Akinchana Gocharam. So these four things, high birth, knowledge, Janma Aishwarya, that I am very beautiful, Shuta Shrivir, I have lot of knowledge, money. So Hare Krishna. So these people become Madamatta people. They become proud and then they miss the mercy. Because water flows from top to bottom, right? It doesn't flow the other way. So unless we are humble, we won't get the mercy. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they knew so many languages, Sanskrit, then Urdu, and then the Bengali, and so many other languages, Kannada. They knew everything. They knew all the Shastras. But still, when they are presenting to Mahaprabhu, they are presenting, Sanatana Goswami says, I don't know anything, my dear Lord. Ke ami? He says, who am I? I don't know. Please enlighten me. That is the attitude. First chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna Vacha. Krishna is silent. Only 2.7 when Arjuna surrendered, Sishyasteham sadimam tam prapannam. Karpanna dasa bahata swabhava prichamitam dharma sammurachatam. Yashreya shannischitam rohitanma Sishyasteham sadimam tam prapannam. Karpanna, my Lord, my heart is weak. Please, I need your shelter, I need your guidance. As long as we don't feel we need Krishna, Krishna is not going to give himself to us. For that we need humility. Humility is nothing but honesty. We need to be honest. That's all. So, how to chant the holy name is, Mahaprabhu said, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnana Amanina Manadina Kirtanya Sadahari. You have to be humble like a blade of grass. You have to be tolerant. Then only we can chant with feelings. So, Srimad Bhagavatam also tells, 12.351, Kalaridoso Nidhe Rajan Asti Heko Mahan Guna Kirtanad Eva Krishnasa Mukta Sangha Param Rajat. Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, but there is one good quality, that is the chanting. So let us not miss it. Tomorrow, if you have not already started, let us start. If we have already started, let us chant better rounds tomorrow. Promise, or let us take a sankalpa that I am going to increase at least one more round from tomorrow. If you are chanting, let's say 2 rounds, let's chant 4 rounds or 3 rounds from tomorrow. So if you don't take the sankalpa, then what happens? Year after year will pass. Life after life will pass. But we remain where we are. We have to take that endeavor ourselves. So tomorrow is a very special day. Let us take a sankalpa that I am going to chant, increase my rounds by 1. I am going to start chanting at least 1 round. So those who don't have mala, can take mala from here. So we can take that promise from tomorrow. And the Mahaprabhu himself tells the benefit of chanting. Cheto darpana marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadho jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritaswadanam sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. It scrubs, just like, sometimes with steel wool we scrub the frying pan especially, right? So this chanting is like scrubbing our heart. There's so many unwanted desires accumulated in our heart, because of that we are suffering. But when we chant the holy name, it scrubs, cleans our heart. And Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. 2 things happen. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. So in our heart we are suffering like a Mahadavagni. It's a forest fire burning of many desires, because of which we are suffering. That is, smiling faces but crying hearts. But we are suffering into our desires. So that extinguishes. And Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. When we chant, slowly we start tasting the nectar of the holy name, the ananda of the holy name, we start chanting. So let us take it very seriously. So tomorrow is a very special day. We can start or increase our chant, or we can better our rounds. What is some of the ways to do better our rounds? Any tips you want to share?
Free mic.
Anybody? So one of the...
Just telling, do the first thing in the morning.
Early morning, correct. Very good. Early morning, then another thing is?
We need inspiration. We need association. We need inspiration for that.
We need inspiration, association, chanting in association. Yes. Another very important thing I'll tell you, keep that device. You can keep that device. Keep that device
Away.
in another room, not the toilet. This is the most important. So usually I followed one practice which improved my chanting 5 times. I'll share the secret with you. It was suggested by Vaisheshik Maharaj. So there is an anti-addiction box available. So in my that links to life, that link is also there. How to better chant. There's a video document. But in that, so anti-addiction device. If you basically lock your cell phone, so I fast, around 10 to 12 hours on the device. So 8 o'clock you put, and the next day 7:38 I open. It has immensely improved, because morning time you check WhatsApp and whatever, many conversation starts. While chanting also that goes on. It pollutes our consciousness. It's best that you don't start any conversation in the morning. If at all any vibration, then chanting the holy name or some lecture or something, but not cell phone. And if you put it at night, so many people cannot sleep at night. You know why? They sleep late. So they are watching what is happening in the Hamas tunnel, in Gaza, what's happening, Ukraine, how many bombs blasted. So all that, because the YouTube they are watching, they cannot sleep at night quickly, because they have to finish all that watching, right? It's a common problem. Every modern man has this disease actually. It's a real problem. People cannot sleep early because of some useless thing they have to watch. Okay? And because if you sleep late, then what happens? Naturally you get up late also. Actually, there is no emergency to watch those things. Access any gadget at night. Okay? So we can have a discipline. Also family, we cut time from family also because of these gadgets. So it is very good to fast from gadgets. Actually. So that has tremendously, it will improve the chanting. And as you said, early morning. So it will help you to rise early also. Early morning. And I have a video how to rise early, but anyway, we'll go that later. I can share some tips afterwards. So the second one you can put Dhame Vas. No, that's fine. Just follow that. No. What is the next one? Bhagavad Gita. That's fine. Let it go. So Bhagavad Seva. So Bhagavad Seva is reading Srimad Bhagavatam and also serving the Bhagavatas, serving the devotees. So when we read Bhagavatam daily, even if you read one page, let it be non-zero. So I have a non-zero policy, So whether it's a donation or reading or chanting, I keep a non-zero policy. That helps a lot. Because as long as it is non-zero, at least you are satisfied. So let it be non-zero. Every day can we read one page of Bhagavatam? One page. Correct? So we can take that vow tomorrow. So one page, at least one page of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam we can read every day, right? So let's take that vow tomorrow. My dear Lord, from today I'm promising that I'll read one page of Bhagavad Gita and one page of Bhagavatam. And if possible, one page of Chaitanya Charitamrita. But at least Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. One page if you read, slowly you will become sage. It says page by page, become a sage. There's an app also. Be a sage page by page. Yeah, it will tell you how many days you'll finish if you read. So if you read 6 pages of Bhagavad Gita, then 6 months you will finish. Do you know that? If you read 6 pages of Chaitanya Charitamrita, then you'll finish in 5 years. If you read 6 pages of Bhagavatam, then you'll finish in 10 years. Do you know that? Just 6 pages means 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But at least one page, let it be non-zero. We can take that vow tomorrow. So, serving devotees. That's a great opportunity. And next one, Shri Vigraha Seva. So, we can serve Shri Vigraha, like here Jagannath Baldev Subhadra is there in temple. Whenever we go to temple or come here, we can get some flower or some fruit or something, some way. In our home we can serve, we can have a photo of Krishna, we can offer food before we offer vegetarian food, we can offer to Krishna. So there is a wonderful story how one time this story was told by Lord Nityananda Prabhu to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this story is Sakshi Gopal, there is a temple also. So Krishna himself gave as a witness, as a Sakshi. He walked actually. He walked around 1,000 kilometers as a Sakshi. And that temple is also there from Odisha to Vrindavan he travelled. Sakshi Gopal it is called. So now the temple is there in Odisha. So it says Pratima Nahatumi. It's not idol. We don't do idol worship. That's why we call Shri Vigraha. Krishna himself is there. Pratima Nahatumi Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. Krishna himself there. And Prabhu, we can go to the next one. So we can involve in each of these 5 items on a regular basis. That will create wonder to our life. You'll see miracles happening in your life if you practice these 5. And then Dhame Vas. Dhame Vas means staying in a holy place. That looks really off, right? How are we going to stay in a holy place? But we can make our home as a holy place, right? Just like if we do Kirtan. In Navadvip there is a place called Shiva Shangan, where every day Kirtan used to happen, 24 hours. That place is called non-different from Rasasthali, where first time of Krishna happened. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is there wherever his devotees are discussing his katha and holy name. So we can all make our home a holy place. We can visit. This place is not different from the holy dham because Krishna's katha is getting discussed. Jagannath is worshipped. We can visit holy dham and we can carry this mercy in our home also. We can make our home a holy dham. That means inviting devotees. That means chanting the holy name. That means serving. Right? That means reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. We don't do all that, put a movie, it will not become a holy dham. We have to do all this, 5 items, then only it will become the holy dham. So dhame vas. At least we can visit the temple, and as much as possible, we can make our home also a holy dham. Next one. Yeah, so we pray tomorrow on Gaur Purnima. Let us take this very seriously. Let us pray for humility. Let us pray for taste for chanting, reading and serving. We can fervently pray that I am so fallen, my dear Lord. I need your mercy. Please be merciful. Please deliver me. Please give me taste for chanting. We can actually open our heart. I have taste for so many things, but I don't have taste for chanting, serving, reading. Kindly bestow me. We should become like a baker. We should roll in the dust and cry and beg for the Lord's mercy. The Lord will become merciful, and one drop of His mercy can inundate our life. So in summary, what we discussed is these 5 items: Sadhu Sangha, Nama Seva, Vigraha Seva, Bhagavad Seva, and Dhame Vas. So let us.
Can you repeat Vigraha Seva?
Shri Vigraha Seva is Shri Vigraha is Lord's form. Yeah, we tell Shri Vigraha. Idol means after a few days you just give it up. We don't give Shri Vigraha. Deity. Yeah. So
one more thing. In that picture, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, and
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Shiva, Sri Advaita Acharya, and Shiva's Kadadhar. Panchatattva it is called.
so is there a story to tell about that?
Sentence about each other.
Okay. So, so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yeah, because I cannot put my left hand there. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He said, Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakam Namami Bhakta Saktikam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And Nityananda Prabhu is he is Balaram, Lord Balaram. He came as Gaur Nitai. So Krishna became Mahaprabhu, Balaram became Nityananda Prabhu. And Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu and Sadasiv combined. He actually called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said that people are suffering. Mahaprabhu, please come. So he used to offer Tulsi with Ganga water to Shaligram Shila and call out for Krishna. It is very powerful, by the way. Tulsi and Ganga water, you can experiment. It is true actually. Padma Puran it is said that Jalasa Chulukenava Vikrinite Samatmanam Bhaktava Bhaktavatsala Tulasi Dala Matrena Jalasa Chulukenava. So if you offer Tulasi Dala Matra Jalasa Chulukenava Vikrinite Samatmanam, I'll be sold out, Krishna is telling. Bhaktava Bhaktavatsala. But these simple things we have forgotten, unfortunately. That is why you are suffering. Previously, you will see Indian homes, they will have one Tulsi, cow will be there, cow is part of it. Now, cow is also out, Tulsi is also out. That is why you are suffering. But if you offer, you can experiment. I have experiment, I can tell you for sure. It is really very powerful. Many of our anarthas will go away. Suddenly we start getting taste for serving, chanting. Suddenly we start getting up early in the morning. All because we are offered Tulsi and little Ganga water. Ganga water is available. You can offer 1 cup of water, mix 1 drop of Ganga water. Tulsi, I have a document video how to take care of Tulsi. Have Tulsi plant in your house. you'll see miracle happen on you. Mercy, flood of mercy will come to you. Offer every day to Krishna and see what happens. Tell me after 1 year. So, Vikrinita Samatmanam. Krishna is like, I'll be sold out. If Krishna is sold out, then what will happen to us? That much mercy. So when Advaita Acharya called with that, Krishna himself came. So that is one of the reasons of Mahaprabhu appearance. And then Shivash. Shivash is he's the devotee incarnation. He's as a devotee. In Shiva's Angan, 24 hours Kirtan used to happen, serving used to happen. Just like Murti Prabhu was telling, they all went for serving. A devotee means who wants to serve. That is a devotee. So, he used to serve, Shivash. Everybody used to serve, but especially, that is the thing. And then Gadadhar. Gadadhar is Radharani himself, internal energy of the Lord. With Gadadhar, Mahaprabhu used to discuss Bhagavatam every day. They would read Prahlad Maharaj's story, they would read 100 times. 100 times. Can you imagine? One story, one time repeat, you will become tired. Little bit extended, we are tired. 100 times. And they would cry in ecstasy that Bhagavatam got smudged. And that's why it happened to be recopied again. So we should set some minimum goals. We should set goals. We have all financial goals, but we should also set spiritual goals. Right? We should actually set goals very seriously. What can be goal? That I will chant at least 3 rounds before 9 a.m. That can be one goal. Goal or not? At least let us say 1 round. If 3 is intimidating, let us say 1 round I will chant before 9 a.m. Possible? I will read 1 page of Bhagavad Gita and 1 page of Bhagavatam before I go to sleep. Is that possible? That is also possible. 2 simple goals will be set. And our life will be changed. Don't we want? How long shall we go on like this? This is the opportunity. Let us do that from tomorrow. So, to save time, we have to avoid distraction. Why we don't get time, you know? Because so many devices of distraction. This modern age is said, not only age of mass destruction, we know that, but it is also age of mass distraction. Constantly morning to evening a person is caught into this distraction. Reduce that, then you'll get lot of time. Hours you'll get. Apple itself has a facility. I'll tell you also. I use that. Settings, screen time, app limit. Set 20 minutes for WhatsApp, 20 minutes for YouTube, 20 minutes for news. You'll be easily saving 4 hours a day. Easily. Then you'll get time to chant and read and read. Okay, so you can go to the next one. Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your time, your valuable time. Took out your time. Anything good, inspiring, it's Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Vishik Maharaj, previous acharyas. Anything wrong or inappropriate, that's mine, and I beg forgiveness for the same. Thank you for your patience. Hare Krishna.
What was the timing of this? Like when it is Avatar happened?
Oh, it happened little more than 500 years.
500 years ago?
Yeah, 500 years back in Sri Navadvip.
In?
Sri Navadvip Dhan, Mayapur, world's biggest temple is getting constructed.
Which state is that?
This West Bengal.
West Bengal.
Yeah.
That is why when you were singing, it was all Bengali
Bengal.
melodies.
Yeah, correct. So Mahaprabhu appeared there 500 years back, and because of Mahaprabhu's mercy, today whole world this holy name is getting chanted. Even the people of Western countries, Eastern countries, many people they never heard the name, but they are chanting Gauranga's name. They are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So being sinful is not a disqualification. The only way that we can escape mercy is being proud and being offensive. That is the only way we can escape ourselves. But with all humility, with all sincerity, if we embrace, our life will be successful and will be delivered. Thank you.
I had one question.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, anybody has any questions? This is the time.
So during chanting, what is the role of intention with which we chant?
Wonderful. Very good question. So chanting, those who have cooked, so recently my wife went to India for 3 weeks, so I got a first-hand experience of cooking. So to cook, first you have to plan, right? I used to plan what I'm going to cook tomorrow. And then if the ingredients are not there, I'll go and shop for it, right? And then morning, I'll start in the morning, and then you have all the ingredients, you have your things, and you do. So after cooking everything, when we offer, it is just 15 to 20 minutes of offering. That's what we do. Chanting is like that. So good chanting is by good living. So if we have prepared, planned, shopped, if you have led a good lifestyle of following the principle, Trinadapi Sunichana, try to be humble. It's not easy to be humble, but we genuinely try to be humble. We try to be tolerant. Kirtaniya Sadahari, then only we can chant. And when we chant, then we meditate that, we remind ourselves that this is the most important thing. And this is the only thing that will go, actually. Our bank balance won't go. Our cars will not go. Our relatives will not go. This is what will go.
can you elaborate more on how can we plan, as you said,
Yes.
before chanting? Yeah.
So some of the things that I personally do, and I really benefited out of that. One thing I mentioned, shut down your gadgets, be gadget free. So and that starts from previous day. So previous day, around 8:39, if you can put all of them. So what I do is, this laptop that you are seeing, I put inside this bag and I will lock. It is available in Amazon. So in my document that link is there. I'll lock it actually. And cell phone on cell. At least that much you cannot do, at least put in another room. Not where you're sleeping and constantly checking. That's why people cannot sleep also. So first is gadget free. And second is, so try to sleep early. Early means latest by 10 o'clock. So I try to sleep by 9:30. 9:30 I try to sleep. And I get up by 4:30. So morning time, Brahma Muhurta time is a very special time. That time is done only for us and the Lord. So that time you will see that there is your responsibilities are not calling you. They are all sleeping, by the way. Right? Nothing to do on that front. Your office is not calling, they are also sleeping. So there is basically nothing to do there. The only thing, why that time is created, so that you can reconnect with our original source Krishna and chant good rounds. And so this is the first thing, that you try to get up early. So if 4:30 is scary, maybe 6 you can start with. Sorry for that. I'm not intimidated with my schedule, but whatever you are getting up, maybe minus half an hour you can try. Okay. If it is 7 o'clock, maybe 6:30. So get up, take a shower, and immediately chant one round in front of the deities. Offer incense and sit and complete your one round. So, because as Stephen Covey also says, big stones has to be put first, then small stones. Agile, Mataji knows. So, agile principle in applying chanting. So first complete this, because this is the most important. Morning time chanting is said like a full moon. You get full moon effect because our mind is fully there. It is mode of goodness. Afternoon chanting, takes more time. So if you chant in X amount of time in the morning, afternoon chanting is 2x time it takes. And moon becomes half moon. You get half the effect. Why? Because our mind is distracted. The moment daylight hits, our responsibility starts pulling and call starts happening. So when we chant, it affects our mind. So you declare to the world that my day doesn't start before 8 o'clock. So that means I'm absent from, or if 8 o'clock is too scary, maybe 7 o'clock, let's say. 7 o'clock. My day doesn't start before 7. That is decent, right? We can say that. So that means 7 o'clock, I have my own personal life. What is the personal life? I get up, take a shower and I chant. That's it. I read one page of Bhagavad Gita. All that I do by 7. Best before going to office if you can finish all that. Some devotees take a vow that they'll not eat breakfast before chanting. So that's also one thing. But basically, getting up early definitely helps. Sitting in front of the deity helps. Keeping cell phone in another room helps. And another thing is not to put other things. Don't do any other activity before you complete your chanting. You can plan your day. Of course, we have to cook, but we have to cook, and that probably has to be done early also. But we can at least chant how much ever possible. Maybe 2 rounds we can chant before all that starts happening. So all these things help. And really the most thing that helps is our begging and prayer to the Lord, the my dear Lord. And I'll tell you one thing from my own life story. For a long time, I wanted to go for Mangalarti, but I could not. Because there were so many, pulling, pushing, and then office, I had difficulty getting up early. But I kept on praying fervently that my dear Lord, I really wanted. And with a lot of difficulty, sometimes I would go. Like at least, once a week I'll try to go for Mangalarti. But then slowly, by Krishna's mercy, every day I easily get up at 4:30. Easily, just without any endeavor. And to get up early, some of the things also you can do, you can use gadgets. So what I was trying to say is praying that my dear Lord, I really want this. Because as long as we don't show the Lord that I'm serious about it, He also doesn't give. Just like a mother. If a baby is playing with this thing, that thing, he'll live. But if the baby starts crying genuinely, hungry, and then mother will come running. We have to be hungry for good chanting. How long shall we do third class chanting? How long shall we do third class living? Right? When will that day come? How many years shall we waste? How many years shall we cheat ourselves? So we have to be serious. We have to break. We have to cry. We have to plead to the Lord and the devotees. Please be merciful. I'm very fallen, but I want this. And then Lord will give. So, and then another thing that helps is if we can taste. Srila Prabhupada, lot of I did some research how to chant better, but then finally I found Prabhupada gave a recipe, and if we align ourselves to that recipe, then we get all the success. What recipe he gave? 4:30 Mangalarti, 4:30 to 5:15 to 7:15 chanting, 7:15 to 7:30 Darshanarati. He gave that schedule. So at least once a week. So as much as we can align ourselves with the schedule, we'll get success. But if it is not possible all the day, at least once a week, at least once a month, at least once in 2 months, at least once in 6 months, at least once in a year. If you can taste, what is it like seeing their lordships in the morning? What is it like chanting Gurvashtakam in the morning? Vishwanath Chakravarti says if somebody does Gurvashtakam every day, you will see the Lord face to face. What is it like chanting Suddha Naam without any distraction? We should taste that for ourselves. And once you get the taste, no pep talk is required. If somebody credits $1 billion to your account, you don't need to show anybody. When Krishna credits $1 billion to your heart, you don't need to impress anybody. Once you get the taste, you get the taste of Rabdi, You won't be attracted by this frozen food. Right? You should get the taste. You should try. We can go to temple one day. Tomorrow there is Mangalati. You can come. Sit with devotees. Chant. See it for yourselves. What is it? So that getting the higher taste also inspires us. We can cover the slip up in the later part of the day. So, it is possible. But it's not easy. Any good thing is not easy. Any bad thing is super easy. For good thing, we have to pay a price. Are we ready to pay the price? If you have to do good in our interview, we have to prepare. Is it not? If you have to do good in our studies, we have to prepare. Is it not? Consistently. If you have to get mercy, we want it free. How it is possible? We have to try.
When we are in sorrow,
Yes.
then it comes automatically. So that stuns me. Should we ask for sorrow then? It is, then automatically that name comes out, and with ultimate purity and focus, then your mind is not distracted.
Yeah. Thank you. So actually that is why so many stories are there in Bhagavatam. That whether we are in sorrow or not, even if we are not sorrow, we can see how some people were in sorrow, but they still took shelter of the Lord, like Pandavas, like Kunti Maharani. So not necessarily we have to go through suffering to get that focus. Not required. We can hear, we can read from Bhagavatam, we can hear in satsang. That will remind us. This is the real truth. So we can remind ourselves that this is the real wealth I am after. Prem Dhan. That is why it is called not just Sankirtan, it is called Prem Sankirtan. Because we get Krishna Prem. So we don't have to be in sorrow, but definitely that helps. That is why in Hindi movie, no other time that hero comes. But when something happens, he comes, put a bell and says, Bhagavan, mere saath aisa kyun kiya? He comes to blame the Lord. Why it happened to me? So sorrow sometimes can be distracting also. Whether sorrow or not, we should take shelter seriously. Every day we should try. We should try. We should try. Just like match fixing. The cricket match happens. There's a net practice. Before that, there's a lot of practice happens. So we have to practice. We have to practice. And we have to keep on trying. So when spiritual thing is not something that can be achieved. It's not a material medal that can be achieved. But when Krishna sees that, okay, this fellow is sincere, he is trying, let me give him mercy. And that one drop of mercy comes, just floods down with him. Sudama, when Krishna asked, you got anything from me, for me? Sudama hesitated because it was a baked, cheap rice. It was really cheap rice. Cheap rice also. So he was hesitant to give, but Krishna forcefully took because he knows that out of love he has got. And then Krishna felt so obliged that he could not even reciprocate. He felt ashamed to offer any wealth to Sudama right away because he thought, I'm giving wealth in exchange of this love, I cannot reciprocate. So in absence, when Sudama was walking, he gave everything. So our job is to impress Krishna, not outside people to impress. See how great devotee I am, how important I am. I need the garland, I need this, that. No, we try to impress Krishna inside. That means we humbly, menially serve like the Dukhi. We menially serve devotees. We take shelter of Krishna. We try. And then by seeing our sincerity, Krishna gives mercy. So devotional service is gifted. Bhakti is gifted. It's not achieved. We can only impress Krishna. When we impress Krishna, He gives mercy. Hare Krishna. Happy Lord.
Hare Krishna. Let us express our gratitude to Shamru Prabhu So I was actually thinking sometimes we need those boosters. I don't know about tomorrow, what we will get tomorrow. For me at least, the sale has begun already. So we could, as I was mentioning, when we open up our heart, I mean, this inspiration is so rare actually. I mean, I am sure all of you know what is the right thing to do. But what we really lack is that strength to do what is right. And when we hear from someone who has been practicing for so many years, day in, day out, he's also a software engineer, he also has a child, he's also a family man. Prabhu was mentioning he also has to cook. But in addition to all these responsibilities, if someone is able to prioritize their spiritual life to the extent that Prabhu does, it's certainly inspiring for us. We can all go back with hope that okay, I can also make some change in my life. If not, like Prabhu was mentioning, 430 or 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is 16 times 108. If we can't get there tomorrow, that's okay. Actually, it's not recommended also. We better begin small and slow and study. And over time, within maybe 1, 2, 3 years, we will certainly get to a point where we are aspiring for. So it's very inspiring to hear Prabhuji. And the way Prabhu speaks, he is speaking from the heart. So you can clearly see, and so we wish this session inspires us, and we take whatever practices we are doing with intention, with meaning, with purpose, not just mechanical. But if we really mean, then we will really attract. As Prabhuji beautifully concluded, bhakti is not achieved. It's not that okay, I go attend MSET exam or AAAA exam and I get a rank with hard work. But bhakti is something that we beg, and it is gifted. And for some people it may come quicker, but for others it may take time. Doesn't matter. But our policy is very simple. I will keep trying. I will do my best and leave the rest. We are not leaving the rest to somebody who is unloving, who is somebody who doesn't care for us. Actually, we are leaving the rest to Krishna, who actually wants us to be spiritual. He wants us to come to the spiritual world more than we want to go. So as soon as we put our genuine effort, I think we will start seeing His mercy in our life. So let us express our gratitude to Shamrup Prabhu by loudly chanting one Hare Krishna mantra with all your heart.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We will do now Krishna Jinka, and then we will move on to the next.